Hi everyone, welcome to the Messy Desk. Today I'm very excited to open this. This is a package from Wancher, came a while back. I ordered this. I think this was the last pen I bought in 2021. Took a while to arrive and took me a while to get around to opening it and editing and posting this video. So by the time you watch this, it's been quite a while since the package came. Really excited for this pen. Let's open it. This is my first ever pen that I'm buying from Wancher. It was a bit of a impulse purchase, I say. I mean, I've been eyeing their pens for very long. I've been eyeing this model in particular for quite a while, but from the moment I seriously considered buying it to actually hitting the buy button, I think it took me like all of 5 minutes. Kind of an impulse buy, but also not really because I've been eyeing Wancher and I've been eyeing this model for a while. So here it is. Wow, comes in a very beautiful box. The box is rather lightweight, but it's very beautiful, and you can see the pen is. Not sure what this ribbon is. I guess you could pin it to the box or something if you're gifting it. A little firefly sticker and a plastic bag, especially for you. So this is obviously for gifting. Very thoughtful, but this pen will be for myself. So let's open this. Guess it goes like this. Okay. So, they put the nib separately from the pen. I got a medium nib. It's engraved with a flower. That's the Wancher logo. What's this? Oh, I guess it's ink cartridges. Looks like international short cartridges. 3 of them in all black. It's very nicely packaged. And finally, the pen. Here it is. Ooh, just look at that gold. So the pen I got is the Sekai fountain pen, the Zuru model or the crane model. As you can see, the 2 cranes here. So I was pondering between this model as well as the goldfish model, and in the end I decided to go for the crane. So the pen is made of natural wood and the designs are painted on using what they call modern maquille technique. So apparently I added on another nib and I didn't know that it's like a add-on rather than an exchange. So I didn't know that it would come with a nib already, but doesn't matter. I'll say that the workmanship is pretty decent, but I'm not sure if you can see here. At this part of the pen at the very tip, there's a bit of imperfections. Maybe I'll try and take a close-up photo. So here you can see the small black lines. It's definitely nitpicking, but it's also a bit of imperfection. Overall, I'm very happy with the pen. It looks beautiful. It's also my first Wancher pen. The design lines up very well. And actually the back there's just nothing. You can just admire the gold pen. I'll say compared to the other lines of pens by Wancher, this is by far on the cheaper side. And for this amount of art and design on it, I think it's very worth it. So this pen sells for 250 USD. It's out of stock now. I'm not sure if they will bring it back in the future. So Wancher has a lot of pretty pens, but most of them are above 500 USD. Some might be even over 1000 USD. And I didn't really want to start off with such an expensive pen from Wancher. And this is the prettiest pen in this price range that I found, under 300 USD. So really happy with this. It looks absolutely gorgeous, No regrets. Let's look at this, such a beauty. The nibs itself is just the Wancher has their own nib, and this one I believe is a Joe nib. I got the steel nib rather than the gold nib. It's nicely engraved with the Wancher logo though, so I'm not expecting the nib to be anything particularly outstanding. They focus more on the pen body rather than the nib. It's the pen body that I got the pen for, and you can always put in your own nib, send the nib for grinding, that sort of thing. They also have a warranty certificate and the instruction manual. There's some like QR codes that you can check it out. And I think this is all. Comes with a very beautiful pouch, and I don't think there's anything underneath. Yep, nothing. It's a very beautiful box, but also a bit kind of overly huge. Not sure what I'm going to do with this box. Feels like a waste to throw, but with the very hot and humid weather in Singapore, I'm not sure if you'll be able to withstand the heat. Might start getting moldy after a while. We'll see. Okay, so now we have pen and we need ink. So I'm not sure if this ink would work well with the nib, especially the nib that's quite fine, but let's give it a try anyway. This is a Sailor Ink Studio 280. Picked this because it kind of color matches with the pen. I mean, shimmer ink with gold particles would be nice too, but shimmer inks are kind of high maintenance, and if the feed doesn't like it, it might just clog up the pen terribly. So also I assume that it came with a converter. Okay, good, it does. So they use a standard international cartridge or converter.
A few moments later.
Let's try writing with it. Okay, so I just looked it up on their website. It turns out that just for the Sekai Raising Sun collection, these pens will come with this is their special nib. It's actually a semi-flex nib. It's like a trial run of their flex nibs. It's engraved with illustration of the beautiful sunset in Matama Coast, Oita. I guess that's where the name Rising Sun came from, and this rising sun on the pen nib fits it perfectly. So since this is a semi-flex nib, let's try and push it a little bit. Yeah, I can feel it's more like a bounce to me rather than flex. It's pretty hard, so I don't really dare to push it much, but you can see the slight line variation, especially when I do the figure of eights. They do say that the nib is pretty fine, so it might be a little bit scratchy, and it is a little bit scratchy on certain angles and certain strokes, but actually writes pretty well. It's a pretty wet pen, and together with the ink, it actually matches really well. I was afraid that the ink would be too dim to be seen with a fine nib, but it doesn't appear to be that case at all. So it's a nice ink color. It's yellow with a bit of like black, more like a dark brown kind of undertone. So the dark brown shows up really well when the lines are a bit thicker. Like when I try and flex it, there's so much shading. Even in the lighter strokes, when you lay down less ink, it's actually not that light at all and very, very readable. I'm liking it a lot. Overall, I think I'm very happy with this pen. I must say that this pen is really, really light. So from the specifications, without the cap it is 11 grams. With the cap it is 22 grams, which is honestly really light compared to all the metal pens that I have. Or even are my acrylic pens this light? I don't know, but since recently I've been using quite a lot of metal pens or just heavier. I feel like every pen that I've used recently is heavier than this. Like all of this. Okay, this is not a fountain pen, but this is pretty big and heavy. This is the Tisby. Oh, this Tisby is extremely heavy in comparison because of all the metal parts. Yeah, so I guess because this is wood only, it's very light and feels very nice in the hand. I personally am not a fan of heavy pens. If you like heavy pens, then this is clearly not the pen for you. Personally, heavy pens make my hand cramp up, so I don't like them and I cannot write long with them. So this is perfect for me. And I'm liking the nib more than I expected. So here's another look at the pen. It's beautiful golden glory. I don't like the paintwork on the crane as much. I suppose it's on purpose, but I prefer the white color of the crane to be a little bit less see-through. If I look at it closely, I can see the gold pattern underneath, and I don't like that as much. But otherwise, everything else is just gorgeous, and the nib is actually really wonderful. It's such a pleasure writing with it. It still blows my mind how wet the nib is, despite it being so fine. It's a semi-flex nib, so don't expect too much flex out of it, but overall, loving this pen a lot. So I guess that's it for this video. This is my first ever Wancher pen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.